Hi, I'm Zara. I'm a student at UW-Madison. I'm studying chemistry and Spanish. I'm graduating in the spring. And I actually started the puzzle club here at UW-Madison. I started it my sophomore year, so 3 years ago, and it's been growing ever since. It started out just me and a few friends. Our purpose is to, of course, do puzzles, but really to bring together a community, especially when it comes to like the speed puzzling and really the recreational puzzling too. It's all about teamwork. It's all about like problem solving, working together. So building that community, coming together to solve problems, and like always being able to improve. So
What's with the loud music in there?
yeah, for sure. We really like to have music in the background. It's nice to kind of have no, y'all are good. It's nice to have like a good background noise going. That way if people want to kind of keep to themselves and do more quiet puzzling, they still have a background noise so it's not kind of awkward silence. And then if people want to converse as well, it's just kind of nice to, like you said, it sounds like people are having fun and just gives a good vibe.
Yeah, so my name is Tessa Souder. I'm a sophomore here at UW-Madison. We are a weekly club. We meet every Thursday from 6 to 8, and we just do casual puzzling usually during our clubs. We listen to music, and then we all just meet as a group, kind of talk about our week, and just relax and take a break from the schoolwork.
I'm a biochemistry major, so I'm taking chemistry.
I think the main motivation is just to have something to look forward to during the week. It's something where we have like a group of friends and we're all able to get together once a week and just relax and do something that we all enjoy together. So we were invited to be a team at a puzzle contest that was nearby. So we had a group of 4 of us.
My name is Kyle.
I'm Ella. My name is Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Tessa. I'm a sophomore at UW-Madison. I'm the president of the Puzzlers of UW-Madison, and competed and did a 500-piece puzzle, and we ended up winning. And, it's very exciting. We ended up beating a team that was being filmed by PBS Wisconsin, and that was super shocking. We beat them by like 7 minutes, which is very quick in speed puzzling time. So it was a very fun, eventful day.
Yeah, so the speed puzzling is personally one of my favorite parts of the club. So a lot of times we just do recreational puzzling, you know, especially after long weeks of classes. It's nice to kind of chill out. Speed puzzling is where we're actually like timing ourselves, and speed
Nailed it! That was a fun puzzle. Yeah.
Everybody does the exact same puzzle and has the same number of people. So today we did duos. There were 2 people working on a 500-piece puzzle, and everybody starts at the same time. Everybody does the puzzle as fast as they can, and the first people to finish are the winners. So.
And who won tonight?
Well, that would be. It was actually Selena and Kyle. We thought that Tessa and I were going to reign victorious, but they came in a little bit later and started their own timer, and they beat us by 3 minutes. So they were the winners, but Tessa and I were pretty close. We kind of have like little competitions going within the club, always trying to figure out who's the fastest. So yeah, and then Ella and Violet, I think we actually let them take the prizes because the rest of us are like on the board. So we figured we would, well, Ella's on the board as well, but Violet's not. So we let them take the prizes, which were just some puzzles that we had gotten from a gift card that the university had funded. So it was exciting to compete within the club.
Don't tend to do a lot just because most of us are students here and it's hard to get places, and a lot of the contests are outside of Madison. But we do take a trip once a year as a club to the St. Paul Winter Carnival, which is a competition that happens in January. So we have quite a few science-based majors here. I think those tend to be pretty stressful majors, so I bet that coming once a week to do a relaxing activity together, especially where people have a lot of things in common, that can be a good break from it all.
Can you tell me a memory or any memory of puzzling growing up?
Yeah, so I did a lot of puzzling with my mom and my grandma growing up. So I think a lot of my fondest childhood memories are just doing that with them. And even I remember during COVID, during quarantine, I would be in my basement just doing puzzles all the time. So that kind of was a way for me to have a fun hobby during that time where we weren't doing much.
Hi, I'm Sammy, and I go to Puzzle Club nearly every week because it's just something that's relaxing, especially if there's a lot of midterms going on or just hard assignments. It's really good to just take an hour or two to just do something that's, it takes a little bit of focus, but also allows me to talk to my friends at the same time. Hi. Turns out I was the only person interviewing, and I didn't know. I got hired. I first started coming one of the first few weeks of freshman year because I've always enjoyed doing puzzles, but there's not a lot of room to do them in the dorms. So I found out about Puzzle Club through an email list or something, and I showed up, and I've met a lot of people through. Yeah, well, we're actually working on one right now that I really like. It's just a bunch of donuts. It's nice when working in a large group because you aren't all working on the same section. Everybody can do their own little piece and then put them all together. But outside of Puzzle Club, I actually have an artist that I really like. I think his name is Robert Lagrippo, and his art is on some puzzles with some funky pieces, and I really enjoy doing those.
Yeah, so I've always loved puzzling. My grandma and I used to puzzle when I was a kid. We still do. And it was just always so much fun to me to have a different puzzle out. But when I first started in college, I realized there was nowhere to do puzzles because I was in a small dorm room and there were no clubs on campus. So I decided that I would look into starting my own. And then when I realized that when you start a club, you can get funding and you can get rooms on campus to do the puzzles and everything. So I was super excited about that and decided to actually start the club. Yeah, so we're an RSO, a registered student organization, and then you can get grants through ASM and different funds on campus. We've been able to get travel grants, we've been able to get grants to actually fund the puzzles to do, grants for advertising, things like that. So it's really nice to not have to spend any personal money on the club. There's a lot of different steps, and things also change every year. You have to really stay updated with it. But it's super great. The university makes it pretty easy. You've got to go for the grants. You go in front of a board and present your case and make your different grant requests. So that was interesting. I wasn't used to doing something like that where you have to present your needs. And on top of that, most of the other clubs are the students for engineering or the debate club. And for us to come in as the puzzle club, definitely a new category, a bit of outsiders there. But the university treats all clubs equally, so we're able to get funding the same as any other club. We usually keep them within the cycle until everybody's been able to do that. The ones that we're working on today, we'll put them away, take them home, and then either bring them back next week or find something else to do with them. But we used to do puzzle mats where we could keep our progress for the next week. But we just found that since we have to walk home with the puzzles and stuff, they just kind of got more destroyed than it was worth keeping. So now we try and do puzzles that we can complete within the 2-hour session, or if we don't think we can, sometimes we'll try and keep the pieces we have together intact, but we haven't had much success in figuring out a good way to transfer them from week to week. It's all about problem solving, working together, so building that community, coming together to solve problems, and always being able to improve, so that's super exciting.
Okay.